Alright, so what we got here is the Rheem RETX 13. This is the install that I did with it so far. Or this is what it looks like so far. I've got the main line coming in right here for power. It's 6-3 wire. This is what it looks like. This is how I hooked it up. Okay, so you got green ground, you got red or white to red, and then black to black. That's how I ran it. And then I left the cable that it comes with connected and ran it down through the floor. I used a 3/4 inch hole saw. And over here, all right, if you can see right here, it leaks right here. One of the other reviews on YouTube said that there's a rubber O-ring that's supposed to go between this and this fitting here. So this one here, that's a solid connection. Then it runs up here into this 20-inch 1/2-inch line, FIP to PEX. And how I have it running is through this main water line right here. This is the on. Oh, I had it on. All right, so it goes here, runs up through here. This is 3/4 line, 3/4 PEX fittings into this GE hole house filter with the clear tank. I got this at Home Depot for $34. Then it runs out this side, up here, through the 1/2 inch. This is the inlet side. This is the inlet. And this is the out. Runs out down here through another 1/2 inch to 3/4 PEX fitting, and back down this line. I did wrap it with red, so instead of how some people run red in here for their PEX, and then it just goes down here into the feed. But this is the water main supply line right now, and what I want to do is change it over to here for later, and then this will be the actual water main, and I'll just come straight up here, and then I'll have the hot and the cold water going through here, and then I'll run a T down here and back feed it through here, and I'll cut this PVC valve out and then just run a straight PEX pipe in. All right, so anyways, when you get this Rheem thing here, these caps are on these sides here, so you have a blue and a red one over there. But if you look inside, there's a rubber O-ring right there. And from what I understand, you're supposed to remove this rubber O-ring, and you're supposed to use it in place between the standard fitting, compression fitting that goes on there, and the brass adapter. And if you can see right here, it is leaking. It is leaking right there. And I put this OD fast tape on there. It's gray in color. That's what it looks like. And then what I was told to do is use this stuff here. Rector Seal T+2 PTFE enriched sealant cylinder. Anyways, to stop this leak here. And mainly because that O-ring was out. And over here on this side, there's a slight drip right here. If you can see that. Yeah. See? So it's leaking around. These fittings, the actual fitting going into the thing, all the PEX lines, the PEX, working perfect. Working perfect. Anything that was threaded has a leak. And there's a leak right here. And for some reason, I don't understand, you know, why they made it that way. But anyways, the O-rings are inside these caps that go on here on the unit when you first get them. I'm going to try that and see if it works. It should work. And there was another YouTube review where they did this. Let's see if I can show you this here. So what I do is I just take this flathead screwdriver, place it down in here, and then spin this around, and it pops the O-ring out. So let me flip this around. All right, you see inside there. You can see how I'm doing this. And then just pop this O-ring out. There's one inside the inlet cap, and one inside this hot water exit cap. And these O-rings here, from what I understand, are supposed to be placed between here and here. So I need to remove this brass fitting and then put these in here and then rethread it with this pipe sealer. Anyways, so that's what I'll be doing, and I'll show you how this works right now. I'm going to show you where it runs into the breaker. It runs down here underneath the house. And then it runs into this breaker panel right here. So I had to cut this wall out from behind the panel, the drywall, drill a 3/8 hole here, and then run this cabling through here. If you can see what it says on here. This is that's what the ratings are on it. So then I punched out a knockout in here, ran it up here, cut the insulation back on here, and ran the green over to ground to the main lug, and then right up here to the breaker. So on here I didn't know what one to put, but it was recommended that it didn't say one or the other. I just looked at the diagram. Let's see if I have that. So look at the diagram here. This is how I did it. I mean, they say it doesn't matter if it goes either on the top or the bottom. So here it is. This is the one we have. We have the 8 kW, 11 kW, 13 kW, 18 kW requires 24, 27, 36 kW wire. Okay, so if you have up to the 36, it's going to require 4 breakers, and it goes in like that, but we only have this one. 13 kW with a 60 amp pull, double pull breaker. It said black to L1. And I just looked at the picture, so I set it this way. Like this. See how it's got the 2 lugs there with the pull breaker going that way. And that was the orientation. Oh, well, I just put it that way. And earlier we went white to red and black to black. But from what I understand is, okay, this is 1 breaker, right? And it doesn't matter if you put, you know, it doesn't matter. They're both hot, so either one will work. All right. And you want to make sure that the actual water line, the water line has water already through the unit. You want to have water in the unit before you turn the breaker on. And we do. So come over here and turn the breaker on. And then we go back over here. Go back over here. And turn the water on. So we turn the water on right here. Valve is in the up position. And this is the feed to the hot. And when this goes on, this light will turn on right here when there is water usage. Well, you can turn the knob too, and you can adjust it. It adjusts all the way up to 140. It adjusts to 140. And then it adjusts down to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So 80 all the way up to 140. Just up to 140. And let's see, we'll go over here into the sink or into the bathroom. And I use it to do all the hot waters in the house. I only have one. I only use one fixture at a time. All right, now it's getting warm. Oh yeah. All right. Now I'm starting to not even be able to hold my finger under the hot water. Oh, yep. And what I found is if you want to like increase the temperature, slow the flow of the water down, and it will get super hot. So the longer that it stays in the unit itself, the hotter the water gets. Like it can get the water up to temperature. So, I mean, yeah, that's hot. Hold on, let's make sure that we got this valve over here turned off. Okay, that is off. That's off. That's on. That's on. All right, yeah. Now I can't even stick my finger under it. It's so hot. That's if you can see, you should be able to see that. See the steam coming off of there. It's pretty hot. Yeah, it's hot. It's real hot. And then when that's rolling, when the water is running, you can see in here that the it actually stays on. It'll be on. But all right, let's see if you can see the drips coming out of here. There it is right there. Let me shine the light on it. That's it. Okay, right there and right there. See the drip. And right, see if I can show you that. There it is. There's the leak there, and there's the leak there. All right, so that's it. For the RETX 13 Rheem Performance. That's how I installed it. I'll let you have another look at it. I'll go back if you want to screenshot that. There you go. That's what it looks like. All right. Like, subscribe, and whatever else.